Romanov was saying he was pretty unhappy with his play on Saturday. Just what did you kind of see from him over the weekend as a whole?
You know what? Sometimes Romy, when he's trying to do too much, that's where he hurt. You know, he does, care about the team. He wants to do well, but sometimes too much, it's not better. So, I think Romy needs to focus on what is his game, and he's a defensive defenseman. When he does that, he's physical, he's tough to play against. Like we talk about it, the game in Tampa, when he had that big check, kind of give us, some life, and we came back and scored a few goals after that. So that's what Romy does so well for us, and I think that's his identity, and he needs to stay with it.
Is that your message to him too?
Yes, absolutely. And I don't talk too much to the D. I leave it more to Tommy and Benny to talk with them. But when I talk to him, yeah, it's exactly the message I want.
Does it help when you have Adam back there, against Carolina, who kind of has a mistake on, I think, their first goal line, and then he turns around, was probably the best defenseman the rest of the game. Is that the mindset that you see for your players, being able to shrug it off and then lead by example?
Yeah, well, we talk a bit about it this morning, and that's what I love about our group is after the game we recognize that we have to be better in some areas of our game. First of all, we're not going to score 5, 6, 7 goals every night, so we have to play better defensively. The first thing we need to do defensively is to manage the puck better in our own zone, even in the O zone. And then we need better stick. We could have cut a few plays with better stick, and that's something we need to do, and have that physicality like we talk about it in our D zone, and do a better job. So it's important for us to, and even for me, I don't want to be just seen as Captain Positive here, but I understand moral victories are not what we're looking for. We're looking to win hockey games. We want to win, and we want to be in a position to make the playoffs. So, tonight it's important to have a good start. In the last 10 games, 8 times we get scored first, so we scored only 2 times the first goal. So we talk about making sure we have a good start and making sure we're ready and having the proper mindset. But all to say this, it's time to gather together and stay together as a group. That's why I'm trying to be positive, because I believe that there's no good that will come out if we start hitting it against each other.
Is it kind of natural at this time when points have been hard to get? Romy is a little down on his game. I'm sure there are a lot of players maybe trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Could be, absolutely, could be. But when I look back, obviously, I hate to go to that game, but the Columbus game is a game that really hurt us a lot. And then, Vancouver, we took a 2-1 lead. I felt like we didn't play as well with the lead. We forcing plays that we didn't have to. Example was 2-1. They made it 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. Same thing happened, and we didn't have a good start against Tampa Bay. They were up 3-0, but we came back and made it a 4-3. We were missing that goal. And then same thing happened against Carolina, down 0-2, came back 3-2. They were 3-4, and then we made it 4-4. We should have come out with the point. Find ways. We don't have to force plays when the game is on the line. And that's, I feel like that's what the message the players were trying to send is we need to be better in some of those decisions.
You mentioned the starts. What do you see these last 2 games in the first period?
The last 2 games, obviously, we made a few turnovers. Or it's either a bad line change or turnovers. And then they scored on them. That bad pinch on the last game, and then the turnover right after on the second one, back to back. So, I think that you're not always going to score the first goal. Come on, I know that. But, you don't want to dig yourself a big hole. You want to stay in that game. When you're giving a goal, you want to make sure you got that push back and find a way to stop the bleeding and not dig the hole that you it's going to be hard to come back from.
Why do you think the team makes some of the I don't know, mental things in tight spots at times? It's not always been the case. I'm not trying to say that is, but
If I had the answer, I wouldn't be here because I'd be a rich man. But honestly, I mean, when we're connected and we play fast, we usually, get the puck out pretty easy. But I mean, it's when we try to play east-west too much, this is where our problem starts. So when we move it north, play north-south, I mean, I think it's easier for us.
Last 9 games of the season, last year, you went on that 8-0-1 run. Is that something that you go back to at all, or draw anything from now?
Yeah, I think the guys know. I think the guys know, and we know where we are in the standing, and we know what needs to be done. But yes, I'm sure it is a motivation for our guys and a positive thing, and certainly going to use it tonight before the game. Yes.